You see? Let's see how the NRM government, Museveni, has robbed innocent Ugandans. Okay? We have seen how people have been suffering under dubious, inhuman conditions. Okay? Conditions which are inhuman. Conditions which have made them suffer in diseases. To make matters worse, as an insult, the parliament, it was manipulated to allow authorization of $54 million to build him a palace. Thanking him for what? What did he do to deserve such a present? Why? Because the member of parliament, we have members of parliament who are very corrupt in their mind. These are members of parliament who can be used by a dictator to enrich himself anytime. We saw it in the recent amendments of the constitution, when each one was given 103, 105 millions just to allow to remove the term limit in the constitution. That means those stooges, they can be used anytime. As long as Museveni wants something, he just tells them. Okay? They are not even guiding anywhere. They're just a bunch of desperate, crazy Ugandans. Okay? They are not there to help any Ugandan, but just for selfish interest. As long as Museveni wants something, no guidance, no advice, he gets it. Okay? Whether we can afford it or we can't afford it. You cannot build a palace for a family which has done nothing, okay, for an ordinary person. You authorize expenditure of millions of money on a presidential jet, comfort. Yet you have seen people are suffering in very inhuman conditions. But you authorize spending huge amounts of money which can transform livelihood of a region, entire region, not even a village, region, northern region. This amount of money can make jobs for ordinary people. The youth, they need money to start different projects, empowerment. But look at the government, it doesn't care. That's not its priority. Its priority is make Museveni happy. You're covered. You see? He's building houses like we are competing with the American White House. Uganda doesn't have that amount of money, that luxury to compete with Americans, because, you know, Museveni, he wants to put himself on the status of those rich countries. He forgets that the people he's milking are very poor people and desperate. Much as he has those selfish interests himself, we should guide him, we should not allow him to do that. But if we have no individual in parliament who can stop him to cheat people, to rob people, to charge those weird prices, weird taxes, to enrich himself, okay, we are going to lose everything, because he has shown us he's not interested in empowering us or benefiting an Ugandan. He's only enriching himself and his family. Okay? As long as his family is happy, he's covered. Other Ugandans, none of his business. You see? And members we expect to help us, they're just passing crazy bills. Okay? How can you allow a convoy to spend to 200 million daily to maintain it? And say, yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. What has he done? What has he done? What is the proof that he has served what he has served? Okay? What's the proof? You cannot say he deserves that amount of money. Prove it on the ground that he has done this, he has done this, he has done this. People are suffering. People are excessively in poverty. Okay? And you are approving high amounts of money spent on appeasing someone who is useless. Okay? We cannot appease a dictator. You will never appease him. Every time, you know what's funny in our country? Museveni thinks there's a time when he's going to finish Uganda's resources. My friend, we are on a rich country. Now we have found oil. You are old. You are going to die and leave us with our resources. That's a fact. You are expired. You have reached your dead end. You will never take our minerals. You are crying for the taxes. Now God has shown you something different. and you are becoming very angry to take it, you never reap from it. Okay? And your son will never govern our country because we have learned the dubious ways of the Wanyankore. We will never allow such a regime back into our country again. Okay? Creating royal families, sustaining themselves on public effort and sweat. This type of system, we are going to uproot it from our country. Like it or not, we are going to uproot it. Okay? It's unsustainable. We cannot allow such levels of first-class nepotism. You are employing your own relatives in the state house, earning millions of salaries. Okay? Being paid on taxpayers' money. This type of nepotism, we cannot tolerate it. Okay? Nepotism is whereby a politician, an official is hiring his relatives. Museveni has done it. You can't say it's not nepotic. What's this? This is first class proof that Museveni is nepotic. Okay? Museveni and his allies, they are nepotic. Every time you hear an Americans financing or helping a country is rooted with nepotism, sectarianism, tribalism, racism, because that's what they know. In their country, they are racist, nepotic. You hear Bush 1, Bush 2, George Jr., now you hear another Bush is coming. They are rooted in nepotism. Museveni is an ally to them. That's why they are teaching him the same nepotism. We saw American nepotism in Vietnam, Ngodiem. He was uprooted by his people because Americans were telling him to be nepotic, corrupt, sectarian, against the Buddhists. Same practice. Okay? We cannot allow nepotism in our country. You see? Creating royal families with people's effort, sweat. Okay? We are not going to tolerate nepotism again. Okay? You have misused our finances. You have managed yourself, but you are going to recover that money. Like it or not, it's coming back to us. Build mansions, they're going to become museums. We are going to put our skeletons of our ancestors you killed in the well. We are going to put them in those museums. I'm waiting for that NRM tower to be finished. My ancestors' skeletons, I'm going to take them from Nakaseke. I'm going to put them in that tower. I'm telling you, thank you for coming up with the project of a museum. You are going to put the skeletons of the people you have killed to sustain your regime. We are going to put them there for remembrance. We cannot allow your behavior to stay in our history. We are going to uproot this type of system right from the start. 2016, NRM, you have shown us what you are. Banyankore, you have taught us how nepotic you are. You have taught us how tribalistic you are. You have taught us how sectarian you are. We cannot allow any other Western government, Munyankore, to stay in power ever, ever. Okay? I don't know how crazy leaders are. Museveni knows what happened to Saddam's children. Saddam was grooming his children to take over power. Did they? No, they didn't. Gaddafi was grooming his children to take over power. Did they? No, they didn't. Yemen, they're doing the same. Stupidly thinks he can. Muhoozi can't govern anybody. We are not fools. Don't think we can tolerate that. All those Saddam's children were soldiers. Gaddafi's children were soldiers. Okay? The people's effort was able to uproot such crazy ideas from their countries. We are going to do it. Don't think we are stupid. Yeah? Parting using our own effort. We cannot allow such rotten systems to stay in our country. We are going to remove it, and you are going to pay dearly. You see? People are corrupt, squandering money. All of a sudden, because they are not imprisoned, you organize the dinner. All those guys have to come and appreciate your effort. For stealing money and nothing was done. Obviously, you fundraise, you have to raise this amount of money. People are thanking you for breeding a rotten system. Okay? But we are waiting for you to finish it. We are going to show you what's meant for. It's a museum for our dead ancestors, whom you killed to keep yourself, to bring yourself in power. You see? Poor people are suffering. You disperse people internally in northern Uganda. You fail to take them back to their country, to their homelands. Destroy their villages. Destroy their livelihood. You see?